divided by n over r. Okay? Now the nice thing is if you can figure out all these numbers, from here on, it's just plug and play. This is combinations. Because it doesn't matter what order you find it, as long as you find it. Okay? So, my line here is going to be 3 over x, so it's 3 over 1. Now I'm going to do it long. If you want to skip a step, that's fine. N minus a is going to be 10 minus 3. Then r minus x is going to be 4 minus 1. Divided by n over r is 10 over 4. 10 over 4. Now, do you have to do that middle step? No. I trust most of you can do 10 minus 3 in your head and 4 minus 1 in your head. Pardon?
You said I trust everyone can do 10 minus 3 in your head and one goes, that's fine.
I said most of you.
Fair enough.
Are you calling the defective woman in this class?
I'm not calling any woman defective. I just enjoy watching Sophie's eyes back there go like this back and forth as if I'm going to get in trouble. So, if I were to run this formula, actually you guys run it through, I should get 0.5 as my answer.
That's exactly what I got too.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're not defective.
Oh, look at that.
I got 0.6.
Okay?
I lost it already.
So try to run that through your calculator and see if you can get 0.5 out of it. Pardon? 3, choose 1. Yeah, those are combination questions. 3, choose 1.
Why do you want to know what because the calculator.
So what I would do here, 3, choose 1 times 4, choose 3. Press the equal sign, then press divide, 10, choose 4.
I got 0.5. Why did you say 4 choose 4? You don't want to do that.
Ignore that. Give me the right answer.
You meant 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Sandra, what are we feeling lunch?
I'm defective.
12. Thank you, rest of us.
Yeah. I think that's all.
Well, lunchtime's not this weekend, so sorry.
Can you guys do the formula for, how about Jenny over, do probability of getting 2, and from Cassandra over this way, you do the probability of getting 3.
Would it just be the same thing you're plugging in as x3 and 2?
This would choose,
Just have to change your app.
yeah, your x would change,
Come on.
right?
It's the same. Just different number at the end. I don't know what you said. I sit there all day long just like this.
I know where yoga pants. I gotta buy a pair of yoga pants and I gotta show up to school tomorrow and I gotta see if I can sit like she does.
I can do it with regular pants.
Those are jogger pants.
You look like a jogger.
I'm wearing uniform pants, dude. Oh, I will wear mine. There'll be a massive hole down the middle of my pants if I do that. I ripped a pair last year.
Did it.
You do 3. Oops, one second here.
My waist went from 28 in grade 9 to 34 now, so I'm a little bit.
Wait, so we choose 2 times 7 choose 3.
No, 7, choose 2.
Taking this out is
Because this here is r minus x. My x value is 2, right? 4 minus 2 is 2.
She's made the wrap. I packed it.
You get, did you get 0.03 or 0.3? Okay.
I got 0.3.
Yeah, you got 0.3.
I mean, technically, because it doesn't keep
Yeah.
going with like the dot 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 or whatever.
I did like the
Does that mean
infinity
that
sign.
it's not infinity?
You don't know.
Well, would
Well,
the
you
calculator tell us if the threes just kept going?
hypothetically maybe, but no. It's like if you go 1 divided by 3, it doesn't tell you any different. Right?
I put the infinity sign because I feel like that's smart.
Yeah, I feel like you should even have just like a.
But it depends on how many significant figures I want.
Because you said being morbidly obese
Right.
is not okay.
I wish it was like my phone.
Oh.
So I put it this way.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Is being morbidly obese okay?
No.
Okay, I'm not going to discuss that now.
This is best that you could not answer that question.
Okay.
I was really hoping you'd answer it.
I think a person's weight is not as easily, it's not a 1 + 1 relationship,
Oh,
right?
they updated Instagram.
So now, did you guys get, on this side, get 0.3?
Yeah.
I didn't know we were doing
0.03? Right. So then to get the probability, you would add those three together. 0.5 plus 0.3 plus 0.03 equals 0.83.
Wait, what was theirs?
0.3. 0.5 plus 0.3 plus 0.03. You add those three together. Yeah, that'd be your final answer. So
So would you change that into a percentage?
you could, or usually,
If we're doing this for an act.
all right. So this is called, what's it called? Hypergeometric distribution.
This stuff's easy. Any of the other stuff that we ever done. Like
Good.
from the last from yesterday.
That are apex.
Good.
That's the same.
Hypergeometric. Tell me here first, this first one here. Now, when do you use hypergeometric again? You have to use the S word, and it's not 4 letters.
Shiza. Means the same word.
You need a what? A sample. Right? You need a sample to use hypergeometric. Okay, that's like the key word there is sample. It's not 4 letters. I don't want the S word that is 4 letters when I ask for it. All right? Because I. What you were looking for? I must have. I forgot the right looking for. I forgot the right looking for. A lot of stuff happens at 10 at night when I'm doing this. Okay, first look at here. A fair coin is tossed 3 times. X is the number of heads. Is that hypergeometric or not? Or is that binomial? Okay, you're right. Here's a follow-up for that. Would you just use standard binomial for that, or would you use binomial estimation using z-score? Standard, why? Because I don't have x, I don't have a range, right? Good. Okay, a random sample. I know. A random sample of sorry, I got a stutter. Of 10 fish is selected from a population of 200 for an experiment in the population. 45 fish are infected with tapeworms. The random variable y is the number of infected fish in the sample. Okay. Binomial or hyper? Hyper. Why? Sample. Good. Yes. I'll go through this one. I don't like this question. It's okay.
It's like Braden good. Question D is like Braden good. He has his own car, but he doesn't have a license. He's other people to drive it for him.
Okay. What's my A value here for this one? It's the population I'm looking for. How many's in the A? What's my number here? No. 45.
Oh, we're doing that one.
That's the population I'm looking for. How many are in the population? Those are the defective, for lack of a better term, right? What's my N value? What's my total sample? 200.
You said total sample.
The selected from a population of 200.
So my total sample is 200. The amount I'm looking for, right? My special amount per se is 45. Does that make sense? It'll come. Okay. What's my R value? What's my sample size? 10. Now in this case,
Random variable y is the number of defective.
this is like 0 through 10, or we'll just leave this as x. Okay? We're just going to leave this as x. We're just going to write the formula. We're not going to solve this one. Okay? So if I were to plug in the probability of x, it's going to be 45 over x, right? Then over here it's 200 minus 45 and 10 minus x. Oops. Do you want me to write it out fully or just write the answer? Okay. Yeah, we're not going to solve this. We're just practicing writing it out. So this is going to equal 45 over x. Oops. Why did I put that? Dante's in my head. 155, 10 minus x, and 200 over 10. Does that make sense how everything got there? There's no question right now on your homework about solving for a random x like that. Okay, it's just, here's the numbers. Let's go. I don't think so. Well, if we're covering everything between now and then, and I've went over everything between now and then, and I haven't seen this, then that'd be a no. Okay? So, let's pull out our numbers here. I'm just going to write these out. Okay. In a classroom, there are 4 students with their own car, 11 students with their driver's license, but no car, and 7 students who cannot drive. A random sample of 5 students is taken, and Z is the number of students in the sample who have their own car. Okay? So we're looking for the students who have their own car. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Okay? That's the item we're looking for. That would be your, that'd be your A value, your defective.
She drives to my house, gets out of her license.
You want a car? Defective.
Okay? So what's my value for A?
That is the dumbest thing.
Okay, 4. Correct? The thing we're looking for is your A value. So how many students have a car? 4. So that's the thing you're looking for is your A value. Like the total population of the item you're looking at. Okay?
You already have your A-values, so why are you solving for it?
No, we're not solving for it. I'm just labeling it. So A is 4. What's my N value? What's my total number?
22.
Is it 22?
Yeah.
Yep. Add them all up. 4 plus 11 plus 7. Okay. What's my X value? What's my sample size? 5. Good. And this is my X number. Sorry. Oh, sorry. My fault.
I was gonna say,
I said the right word. I put it in the wrong spot.
What happens if you get on the test? You said it.
So we're solving for X.
You're gonna stop. Right?
You said we're solving
But
for
no,
A.
we're just practicing pulling the information out here. Okay. I'm not gonna write this equation.
I know what you said. I'm just like,
Okay. Let's go do a question.
I'm gonna explain to you after.
no, I know what you said.
I have to rotate this.
Owns a car but doesn't have a license. So that means his friends drive their cars to his house, get out of their car, and get in their car.
Josh
Just-
walks. Yeah.
Just to get from A to B there. So his friends drive him around in it.
So that's like you walking to from your
I
house
would
to
not
Duncan,
let
getting in
anyone
Duncan's
drive my
mom's car and driving Dante.
What kind of car is it?
It's nice.
It's a Buick.
It's a Subaru Buick.
Is it, do you buy it?
Yeah.
What is it? So nice.
Expensive. How much is it? Like 16?
Spent a lot of money in a car. Nice driving.
Why can't I?
Okay. So, determine the probability. Okay. We're going to touch on this, but we're not going to fully do it right now. If you see this, probability distribution means make a table, then make a graph. Okay? So maybe write that on your notes to future self, like on the very bottom. No, don't worry about probability. Just write, if you see the words probability distribution, it means make a table, then make a graph. Yeah, we did probability distribution. But we did probability distribution as in showing probability through a graph, correct? But this is like we're going to have to do a different type of calculation to find the probability.
Make a table then a graph?
Make the table in a graph, yeah. So, we'll split up the tasks of this for everybody. Everyone will have a different task. But we'll do the first one together. Okay? Determine the probability distribution for the number of women on a 6-person civil court jury selected from a pool of 8 men and 10 women. Okay? So we have a 6-person jury. We have 8 men and 10 women to select from. Okay? What are we missing here? We're missing our X, aren't we? So, let's first start off with, we can make a table here of 0 women, 1 woman, 2 women, 3 women, 4 women, 6 women, 5 women, 6 women. Okay? Which one do you want to do first? 0. Okay.
Wait, without even 6 slot?
So let's go through all our numbers here. I'll wait for Paige to finish here. That's no problem. So what is my X value here? Well, let's do the in the list I have. What's my A value? What population am I looking at? How many people in the group I'm looking at? Okay. 10.
Because that's what you're looking for.
We're looking at just the women,
Uh,
not the defectives. I'm changing that wording. Okay? What is my N number? What's my total size of my population? 18.
and 6.
Good.
Is,
What's my R number? What's my sample size? I'm taking 6 jurors out, 6 people. Then how many of the population do I want? I want 0 right now. Okay? So let's plug that in. So we're figuring out the probability of 0 is,
Oh my goodness, this is so much work. So you have to go through and do all these numbers?
hypothetically, yes.
I'm gonna smash.
But we're going to split up the group. Each row is going to do one number.
Yeah, but on the test, each row can't do one number.
But of all the questions, there's not going to be,
Every man for himself in the test.
oh my gosh.
Especially when you walk around with your highlighter.
I got to go get a big highlighter.
On my page.
It's terrifying.
And
It's subtle. He keeps it in his back pocket, just whips it out like a hidden
I
baby.
know.
And gravity. Why is there lettuce on like Pascal?
Willis was a homemade lettuce and Fiji.
I think we spend too much time together today. This way. Nice.
Can everyone get that formula out of that? Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We only gonna do the first one, Mr. O, just for an example.
What?
No, Dante.
Give it all to them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It works out perfectly.
Oh no, you already said it.
So, figure if you and your calculator can get that answer. Give me a thumbs up if you got it. Okay. For the rest, Adam, you have one woman on the jury. That row, right? Next row, you have 2. Megan's row 3, 4, 5, 6. You pick whichever one you want to do, since you're not really in a row right now, Colin. Okay. Are we thumbs up so far?
3 on 4.
Yep.
We're 6.
You're 6. If you want help with your formula, just put up your hand. No.
Honey, this is row 2, this is row 1.
Correct, but it also adjusts this number here,
Okay.
No 95.
right? Because that your x will be 4, so an r minus 4. That's going to be 8 minus 2, 8 over 2. 8 choose 2.
Mr. What do you do with the number in the bracket?
That's just the probability of 0.
Park your car.
Oh, so
Then
that
get
number
my
is
car.
No, no, that just means it's that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Dante, you got your number?
Yep.
The whole group's going to be waiting for you.
0.00164.
No, that's incorrect. Nice try, though.
How did you guess that you got that right?
Shit. Was I close?
No,
How far off?
you don't even remember the number you told me.
0.00164.
You're about 0.29 off. Compare with a person in your row before you ask me.
We want to do it because all we're doing is
What'd you guys get?
Okay, good. 0.2. Okay, good.
Perfect.
Really good jury over here.
What'd you get?
When you round it.
Yep.
I just always make the music note.
Maybe Discord will finally be on.
That means Discord won't be allowed to use by anywhere else.
Yeah.
Besides-
0.068. Not right? Probably not.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah, 0.17. Round it. You said 0.168.
Sure, you get 0.0086.
Oh, sorry. No. What'd you get? You had 0.68, didn't you? 0.168? 0.0678? Okay, well let's. Your formula is going to look like this. 10, 2, 8, 4, divided by 18, 6. Now, you have to watch here. It's r minus x right here, right? So since you put a 2 there, it's now 6 minus 2 equals 4.
How do you know it was 8-4?
Pardon?
How do you know it was 8-4?
So,
What did I do wrong?
so n minus a, n minus a, so 18 minus 10 will give me the 8. Do you see that part? Then the bottom is r minus x. In your case, r is 6, but your x this time is 2, since that's what you're looking for, which gives me 4. And then the bottom's the same.
Mr. What did you get for 1?
0.0302.
Yeah, that's not what I got.
So what's your formula look like? Is your formula this? 10, 1.
Yep.
8, 5. 18, 6.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Did you go 10 choose 1 times 8 choose 5, then press?
I just put the bracket next to it. I just did 10.
0.
I just 10 C. I did bracket 10 C1 close bracket. Then another one.
You don't need the bracket those.
What?
Just go 10 C1
Yeah.
times
E over 5.
8 C5
Ah, that's why I got it wrong.
equals,
And then divided by 18 C6.
correct.
Drew Kenny from Gonzaga.
What?
Drew Kenny from Gonzaga.
Okay,
You have the mustache?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
good. Now, we had relative success. Thumbs up. Okay. Instead of going through the expected value, what we would do, like using the old formula, we go 0 times 0.00151 plus 1 times 0.032 plus 2 times ... Right? There's an easier way to get expected value using this formula, and we use this. The expected value is r times a divided by n. Okay? In our case, r is 6, a is 10, and we divide it by 18, which will give you an expected value of 3.3, which means you would expect 3.3 women on that jury every time. Instead of doing that big long equation.
That we just did?
No, this equation up here. If I were to do this expected value equation.
Okay, how?
If I do the graph, you would have to do like,
1 woman, 2 women.
Yeah.
Or would you add the 0 in?
Chris Thompson was
Or would you do a bar graph?
slow down.
I did.
How would I do the bar graph?
Yeah.
Well,
You have a 0 number 2, right?
oh, I have a 0. Sorry, I forgot 0.
What's the Houston Rockets?
Isn't that usually on the axis though?
Yeah, but you can move it off the axis. Just move it off the axis. Because it,
Okay.
yeah, because it has meaning, right? Right? It's 0 women on the jury, 1 woman on the jury, 2 women on the jury.
So if I did that in decimals, would it put a bar like, you know how decimals have that negative and positive, would it put a bar like right on?
That's a good question. It'd be an Excel question, really.
The Nuggets won one of the ball.
How do you use Excel?
Yeah, I can show you. Okay.
When did Alabama get so good at basketball?
Nate Oates. That's why.
Who?
Nate Oates was the coach of Buffalo University and had a really good run. And he went down to Alabama 2 years ago.
I was gonna say, 'cause they were trash at basketball.
Yeah, Nate Oates is a really good coach. No, it's Eric Musselman. No, Eric Musselman's at
What's Syracuse?
Arkansas. Syracuse coach is old.
He's won one national title.
He's 76 years old. He
50 years.
had a son at 55 who's now playing with him now. I'm not having a son at 55. No. We're gonna leave that for tomorrow. This afternoon is gonna be practice.
Can you have her filled out one of these so we can have like the full definitions on this?
Pull that one of them fully. Let's go back to open your notes to future self. I could work on that tonight though. Where's our big bad format? Right here. It's nicely written out in perfectly legible writing, right?
You didn't write it, did you?
No, that's my writing. It's chicken scratch. Between it and Word. So what does A mean in that? Not number of defected items. A would be the thing, the number of items would number of items of interest be the right way to say it? But if you're looking at like jury members, defective doesn't really make sense. And like we're looking at, like later on there's a question about like, let's say there's like 4 colored balls in a, like there's a set, like 5 blue balls, 5 green balls, 5 red balls, right? And 3 black balls. If you're just looking for the black ones, right? Or the blue ones, they're not defective. How about the item you're looking at or the
So would that be the number of items of
The-
interest, and then you could use for A what you are looking for?
I would use A for item of interest, and X would be the number of items of interest you wish to pull or wish to select.
So number of items you are looking for.
Number of items you're looking for from the items of interest.
You might want to write this.
Okay, I'll write this out this afternoon. I'll make it, when we sit down to start it, I'll write it out here for you. Okay? So, you guys want to go outside for lunch?